Housing Revolution on Feudalism and James Madison. But before we proceed, please let me say the blatant racism and inhumanity of the Founding Fathers brings many people to completely disregard any and everything the Founding Fathers had to say, understandably so. But as millions of people in this country deify the Founding Fathers and then go on to perpetuate false narratives about the Founding Fathers in order to warrant the current status quo, beating these people at their own game by utilizing objective source documentation to disprove their false narratives is a powerful strategy, so please stay with me. At the Constitutional Convention in 1787, while the delegates were trying to find the appropriate balance of personal rights and property rights, James Madison made a speech. Sometime later, he wrote notes to the speech, and these notes are in the archives. I have left a link in the description below. In his notes, he first mentions the oppressive nature of feudalism and then goes on to say, in civilized communities, property as well as personal rights is an essential object of the laws, which encourage industry by securing the enjoyment of its fruits. So in modern day English, he's saying that in civilized societies, the rights of landowners to own their land as well as the personal rights of citizens are essential objectives of the law, which then encourage productivity by ensuring the rewards of productivity of labors are kept by the producers, by the laborers, as opposed to being extorted away by the feudal landlords. In the next paragraph, he makes the case that ample protections be put in place to protect the property rights of landowners, but with a caveat. He says, as the soil becomes subdivided and actually cultivated by the owners, this view of the subject derives force from the principle of natural law, which vests in individuals an exclusive right to the portions of ground with which they have incorporated their labor and improvements. In other words, property protections should be extended to those landowners who have actually cultivated and made improvements to the land, who have brought the land to its potential, and should protect only the portions of land they have labored and improved. He makes no mention about providing protections to land that a landowner is not laboring, that he owns in excess of his own personal needs, and is using merely to charge rents to others in need of land. This qualifier was by no means warranting any version of feudalism, old or new. So anytime you hear real estate investors waxing patriotic and citing false narratives that the land hoarding rentier class and the perpetually dysfunctional land and housing system they have brought about are somehow in line with the Founding Fathers' vision for our country, don't fall for it. Refute it. Show them the documentation. For an in-depth, detailed discussion on Madison's speech this day, please go to my YouTube channel and watch Feudalism and the Founding Fathers' Big Conflict. A link to my channel is in my bio. The next Housing Revolution video will cover Thomas Jefferson and his views about land. This will give you some more objective ammo to expose as false the real estate investors' patriotic narratives used to justify the rentier class. Stay tuned. We're just getting going.